Ava, no one sits in the theater like.
Emmy, you sit like this.
Yeah.
In like every scenario. No,
yeah.
people sit like this.
I rest my head back.
You're like,
no, they don't.
I sit like this.
Okay, in the comments below, do you sit like this or like this?
That's not how I'm sitting. I'm sitting like this.
That takes like ab straight.
No, it doesn't.
Comments. How do you sit? Tell us. We want to know.
Is your head pressed against the backrest like this all the time? Probably
it's
not.
Chilling.
Hey guys, I'm Ava and you're watching WWM Productions. If you're new here, welcome. I hope you enjoy your stay. If you do, make sure to click that like button and subscribe. And if you're returning, thank you so much. We love having you. So today we are going to see Black Widow. And we are actually going to New York to see Black Widow because we are seeing it in 4D. And I am super excited. I didn't expect us to actually be able to do this. I was like, hello mother, can we go see Black Widow in New York so we can see it in 4D? And she was like, yes. And I was like, awesome. And so we're gonna go do that, and I'm gonna let you know what it's like, how it is. I'll give you a little review of the movie. I'll tell you what it's like to see something in 4D. I'll see if I can do any sort of a showing of what the theater actually looks like, but I don't know. We're just gonna go and we're gonna have fun and it'll be great. Black Widow. Are you excited to see Black Widow?
I'm so excited.
Train stations are so cool. Maki, are you excited to see Black Widow?
What?
Are you excited?
Yes, so excited.
Oh my god, that's so artsy.
I know it's artsy. Because I'm just an artsy cinematographer.
Wait, what is that thing over there?
What thing? We are waiting for the train. Say hi. Say hi.
Is there a sticker on me?
No.
Don't tell her.
Look at how pretty this escalator is.
I knew there had to be some other way to get up there.
Oh my gosh, look. This
Why are all those people waiting for an elevator?
They had luggage.
You can put luggage on here.
Wow. Oh, this is so cool. Oh, I feel like this would be in Gotham. We have arrived.
Ready this week.
We got Panera for lunch.
Sustenance. I don't know about.
All done. Smile.
Guys, vlog.
Oh my goodness. Oh, it's so cool in here. It's like sparkly. This is like the coolest movie. This is so cool. Oh my god, this is the coolest movie we've ever been to. Oh my god. And none of it's gonna go in. The floors are sparkly. Yeah, my god. My god.
This is my new happy place. I found it. I have arrived. This is my final form.
We have a science sense here. Let me figure out what the big science is.
We are entering. What?
She's filming it all, man.
Go, babe. Keep walking.
Look for row on.
In Dove stock 98.
How old is it? Y'all, this goes out to my two friends in my group chat who said that they heard that the movie sucked. It didn't, and whoever told you that lied. What do you think of the movie?
Oh my god, it was so good.
It's really good. It's a really good movie. Highly recommend to anybody. I'll be more detailed later. Hello. So, this is post seeing Black Widow. It's obviously not the same day. We are in the car, stationary though, and we're just gonna tell you what we thought. So Emmy, I'm gonna treat you like Jenna. What were your initial reactions?
Oh my god, so my first reaction was the opening scene, phenomenal, powerful, horrifying. I was speechless. It hit me really hard, the opening.
Something that I think was a really big takeaway for me from this movie of like what it did really well was it had this like really strong command of color. Its palette was consistent throughout the entire thing. Like, you know, it had its reds and its blacks, which are kind of like obvious, and also its whites. And it was very consistent and it was very clear, and it worked really well in the favor of like the vibes and everything of the movie. It's definitely I've heard people comparing it to what, Winter Soldier, and I mean
There's nothing alike.
I mean, yeah, it's got action and it's not really superpower heavy, but it's a completely different vibe. It's like its own thing completely.
It's really scary. Like the beginning was very scary, I thought.
Yeah, it's like
It's dark. It's really dark.
It's because it's giving a background to Black Widow. And we all knew that her background was like dark, but like it's like really
tragic.
Dark. But it is really good. It's definitely a solid solo movie for the character. I think its Rotten Tomato score is pretty accurate. I think it's a good movie, and I really liked it. It got an 80. 81.
I would have given it a 95, and I'm a tough grader.
Tough grader.
I am.
In love with Black Widow.
Hey! I'm a tough grader, and I tell it like it is, and that movie gets a 95.
So you think it was better than Endgame?
Okay, maybe not better, but I would give Endgame a 96 and Black Widow a 95.
I think, I mean, maybe I would probably give it like an 88, or between 88 and like an 83, somewhere around there, 85 maybe. It's not my favorite in the MCU, but it is very good. It's definitely in like
It's the
the
best
top
MCU.
top 10, definitely.
It's the best. It's my new favorite MCU movie.
See, here's the thing, I'm not good at ranking the MCU movies because like I'm emotionally attached to like so many of them in different ways. But I can pretty much gauge whether it would be in my top 10 or my bottom 10, and this would definitely be in the top 10. There's a little bit about like they give a little bit of background to Natasha's friendship with Hawkeye, which even though he's like not in the movie, it's still like background that I really love having now. It makes their friendship like so much more like meaningful to me, I think. Unless you're ballsy, man. If you want to risk choking in the middle of the theater, go for it.
I always do that.
But yeah, it's it's really good, and I definitely recommend you see it, especially if you're even remotely into the MCU. I mean, there
Even
aren't.
if you're not into the MCU, it's a very good movie.
What else is I going to say about it? Oh yeah, there aren't many female-led movies in the MCU. I'm gonna count WandaVision, even though it's not one of the big, like, it didn't get a big theatrical release. It's not as.
It did get 23 Emmy nominations.
Yeah,
Good as
and
that.
it's like it's longer than a movie, so I guess I'm gonna count that because that's female-led. And then there's Captain Marvel, which didn't do all too well. So this is, I think it's definitely a very important addition to the MCU. It's definitely something that was long overdue. I'm gonna see it again.
Well worth the wait.
Yeah, I'm gonna see it again soon because it's great. And yeah, that's really all I can say without spoiling it.
Yeah.
Florence Pugh, fantastic.
I love her.
She did such a great job as Yelena in the movie, and it's like
She's baby.
I'm really looking forward to seeing what else she does in the future. I hope that her role can go on in the MCU in certain capacity. I don't know how to say what I was gonna say. But yeah, definitely she did a great job. There's a lot of chemistry between Natasha and Yelena, and I like that a lot. There are.
Yeah, it was believable.
Of course, there are some things that like were meh-er than other things, but like
I didn't notice any. Did you notice any? Because I didn't find anything that was meh.
I
about
noticed
this movie.
something that kind of disappointed me, but I can't really talk about it because it's kind of a big
Oh, I know
spoiler.
what it is. I know what it is.
But yeah,
Everyone agrees with you.
So it is really a good movie, and I mean every movie's gonna have some things that are like a little bit disappointing, but overall, just it really knocked it out of the park, and I recommend it to like everybody. The other thing about the way that we saw it though is we saw it in 4D. We went to the Regal Theater in Union Square in New York, and basically in 4D. You know, the chairs move and they spray you with water and they blast you with air and everything.
It was aggressive.
It's this whole like experience. It turns watching the movie into a whole nother experience. It's supposed to be immersive, which I mean sometimes I guess it was a little distracting, but for the most part it was immersive. And I mean it's really fun. I think it's really fun. It feels like if you've ever been on like Star Tours or something at like Disney World, it feels a lot like that because your chair is moving, it's jostling you around. I do recommend that you be careful with your popcorn. If you have a lot of popcorn left, well, you should probably eat like a good portion off the top before the movie starts, if you can.
Dead.
Well, because, I mean, if you're jostling it around and it's not, like, we kept ours on the floor,
it's fine.
but it's gonna spill probably if you keep it on your lap and it's really full. Also, it'll spray it with water, and that's not always that fun. We didn't actually end up finishing our popcorn, so it's a lot less, because the other thing is
I suggest just don't get popcorn. If you do a 4D show, don't get food. Just don't.
I wasn't as into eating the popcorn because I was scared it was going to jostle me and I was going to choke
It'll
on
be
it.
distracting if not messy.
I think drinks are fine. If you're getting popcorn, don't get a large because you're not going to eat as much of it just because you are in motion and you're not going to be able to eat while you're doing that because you might choke. Unless you're ballsy, man. If you want to risk choking in the middle of the theater, go for it.
I always do that.
No, but it was really fun, and it's an experience that I've never had before, and it's definitely, I recommend people do it at least once. I'm gonna do it again. Hopefully, we're gonna go back to that theater in like December when Spider-Man 3 comes out, because I'm thinking that the swinging, like the web swinging, is gonna be so cool in the chairs. But anyways, yeah, it's definitely really fun. It'll be cool with different movies. I think there's there's a James Bond movie that we watched the trailer for, and it was in 4D, and it was cool, because some of the trailers are in 4D, but, yeah, I mean, any, like, action-packed movie is a good bet for that kind of thing. It's definitely fun. I definitely recommend it. It's a whole nother experience. You've never watched a movie like this unless you've actually seen something in 4D. I mean, there are a lot of ways that it could be improved. Like, there are a lot of ideas that people might have that could make it just really, really, really incredibly cool. But either way, it is really cool, and I highly recommend it. If you are in New York somewhere, or anywhere that has a 4D theater, and you're thinking to yourself, I want to see Black Widow, you should go see it in 4D. It's really cool. Do you have anything to add?
I cried a lot. And I usually don't cry at movies. That is all.
She cries at How I Met Your Mother a lot.
Shut up!
Anyways, so that is my, like, kind of rushed review of both Black Widow and the 4D experience. Definitely, oh, something I forgot to mention. They blast you with condensed air by your head. You should hold your head back against the rest, otherwise it won't feel as cool. It'll just feel like you're getting darted with air. It's because it's supposed to feel like bullets passing your head, and it doesn't feel like that unless your head is against the rest. But anyways, yeah, so that's my rushed review of Black Widow and the 4D experience. Highly recommend both of them. Highly recommend them at the same time. So anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, all that good stuff. It really does help out the channel, and it means a lot.
If you've seen it, tell us what you think. Or if you've done 4D, tell us your experience. We want to know.
Yeah, I'll chat you guys.
No spoilers, though.
I'll chat with you guys in the comments about 4D or Black Widow or anything. Yeah, just don't spoil things, because if you spoil things, I will delete your comment.
She's not afraid. She's not afraid to silence you.
But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys tomorrow. Oh, wait. You know what I didn't do in this vlog? I didn't write. You know why?
Don't look at me. I can't be the reason you're not working.
I'm waiting for, comments on how I can improve the writing and what I need to add and everything from an outside view, because I've stared at my script for so long. And I gave it to her on Friday, and it is now Wednesday, and she has not even finished reading it, let alone putting comments on it. Wow. How unreliable. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow when I will hopefully write something. Okay, bye!